Today, our guest is a man who visits Ukraine for the first time. He stayed in Kyiv for 2 weeks, but already knows all about Ukrainian women and interpreters. He has been all over the city and he knows how to get his own taxi. Hello, Jeffrey. Welcome
Hello.
to Kyiv and happy to see you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Are you ready to answer my tricky questions
Of
today?
course.
Okay, tell us please, what makes Ukrainian women different from American women?
Ukrainian women have more of a sense of family, more higher values of themselves, more self-esteem. They're always seeking to educate themselves to the highest possible degree that they can. American women are more career oriented, so they're not as family oriented. If they start a family, then they put their kids in daycare, and Ukrainian women like to raise their own kids, and they hold to the old traditional values that America used to have back in the 60s.
Okay, great. Tell us please, have you met many women and what was the most exciting experience during your trip?
Ooh, I can't tell that one. But I've met a lot of Ukrainian women. I've had good experiences with each one of them.
And you learned from it.
And I learned from it. And I learned what to look for, what to do. I've learned that you're never late on a date with a woman. And if you're going to drink wine, you get there before they do and you order the wine then.
If you are not allowed to be late on the date, is it possible that lady is late for the date, or it never happens with you?
Ladies are sometimes late for the date, one way or another. The traffic in Kyiv is always changing, and sometimes ladies have to prepare more.
Everything for you to be beautiful.
Exactly, everything for me, yes.
Yes.
So
Okay,
I
tell us,
appreciate it.
is it expensive to be a tourist in Ukraine? And if it possible, give a few tips how to save money being traveling around Ukraine.
Okay, no, it's not expensive to do anything in Ukraine. The way to save money in Ukraine, for one, is you keep all your receipts, especially on wine purchases, because you want to, that's where a lot of the expense can come in if you're being charged for a different wine than what you ordered. And you also should have a receipt book and know where your money's going. And that was one thing I didn't realize until I got here. Sometimes some of the restaurants will give you a little bitty ticket, and then they take the big one that's got an itemization of what you bought, and you say, give me, I need a copy of that, you know.
And what should men avoid doing or stay away from while traveling around Ukraine or around Kyiv?
Stay away from? I haven't found anything to stay away from, really. I just go where I want to go. I've not had any trouble anywhere I've been. It's funny, the women are so concerned, your dates are so concerned whether you get home or not. And in America, it's opposite. We're concerned that the woman gets home, safely. But the interpreter wants to make sure that you get home safely.
I will tell you why. Because you are a stranger in our country, in our city, and we just take care of you and we worry that you'll be safe
Yes.
and at your hotel. How do you get your own taxi being a complete stranger in our city?
Well, I found, I went through different applications. I like Bolt.
Bolt, okay.
Bolt, they're really quick, very friendly drivers, and they're a lot of fun if you know how to talk to them.
Did you pay cash or card?
I did both. But when I started using Bolt, I just used my card. Sometimes my GPS worked better than theirs, so I'd say, I think you need to go this way. So it happens.
Yes, of course. And now probably the most interesting question during our video. Could you please give our foreign guests an instruction of how to get past the cheek kissing?
Oh, sure. Come here. That's a tough one because I've dated a lot of women, and they don't mind hugging and they don't mind kissing on the cheek. But I really can't tell you exactly how you get past the cheek kissing because it's a secret among women. There are some things you can do that will move that along, especially a beautiful bouquet of flowers. And I'm not talking about red flowers, I'm talking about something like white ivory flowers. Seems to be real popular.
A few bottles of champagne, yeah?
Well, yeah, a few bottles of champagne, of course, and you don't have to do flowers.
Okay, but still, because some men just they don't believe that it's possible to have some signs of affection from a lady on the first date. Is it still possible, or should you wait a little bit?
You can tell if a lady is attracted to you by her body language. Watch exactly what she does, how she carries herself. If you take a picture with a lady, men should always stand straight up or sit straight up. If she has any affection for you or interested in you, she's going to lean in and show you that she's interested. She's going to play with her hair. She's going to pull on her ear. You know, things of that nature. Or she's going to get in your lap and just be all over you. Which, that's my best part. That's the favorite part. But it's all about body language. And it's body language for women is the same in America as it is here in Ukraine. So that's what I look for. And some of them are very reserved, very shy.
They need some time to
They need
adapt.
a lot of time to adapt. When they start writing you napkin notes, you're in a good shot. You're in a good space right there.
But was there something during your dating experience that impressed you the most in our women? I believe some kind of behavior or some kind of words or the way how they express themselves. Did you recall something really bright, interesting, exciting?
I guess the most exciting was, can we go out tomorrow?
Yes, that's good.
Sometimes if things don't work out, you have to take things easy, you have to be relaxed.
Be comfortable, be yourself,
Be
and
yourself, yes.
do guys need to take some seduction pills or not before the
No.
date?
They just need to be from Texas and know good Texas jokes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and the last question, are you going to come to Ukraine again? And did you make some friends during your trip?
Oh, I've made a lot of friends. A lot of friends. And I keep notes on everything as well every night after a date. And it helps me to remember the next time I come, okay, I think I'd like to go out with her again. Because it's hard to go out with that many women, especially when, you know, everybody's got to work. And you're in lockdown, so it's harder to get to places. And if they're interested in you, you'll know it.
Since it was your first trip to Ukraine, did FA staff help you to figure out in some, situations how to behave, how to talk to ladies, what dates probably to avoid or just to arrange them? So did FA staff help you with all of this stuff?
Of course. And I already knew a lot when I came here. And what I would do is say, okay, this is a situation, and I would write to Laura or even you, and sometimes I would go down to the office and talk to the girls, and they would like grill me on what my techniques are, but to see if I knew what I was doing. But if they're disrespectful, if they dishonor a man, then they're not worthy of dating in my book, and so I have nothing to do with them.
Okay, next time of your trip, we will be happy to see you again in Kyiv.
Sure.
Thank you so much for your generous answers to my questions, and please click a like button, subscribe to our channel, and put comments below this video. We will definitely answer all your questions in the next videos of us. Welcome to Kyiv!